Today we will take a look at the best Motorola phones for this year. If you want to find more information, check out links down below. 5. Motorola One Hyper. The Motorola One Hyper comes in at a fantastic price, given everything it does. Motorola is smart, it ships its plastic-backed phones with cases. This way, their reflective glass-alike backs stay protected and scuff-free, while looking shiny. It's loaded up with a USB-C port at the base, easy-to-reach power and volume buttons on the right, and the 3.5mm headphone jack is at the top. There's also that pop-up selfie camera, which results in a taller camera bump than we might have liked around the back, but that's what enables the phone's striking all-screen look. The Motorola One Hyper's LCD screen clocks in at 6.5 inches and sports a 19.5:9 aspect ratio, making it taller than most. With a resolution of 1080x2340, it's relatively sharp. You won't find any credentials like HDR or Dolby Vision here, but for what this is, a reasonably priced mid-range smartphone, the Motorola One Hyper's uninterrupted, notch and punch hole-free screen looks excellent. Screen clarity is precisely where we'd expect it to be, viewing angles are decent, and outdoor visibility is too thanks to solid brightness levels. Within the settings, there's scope to tweak the display saturation, flipping between natural, boosted, and saturated. There's also a dark mode, which ensures wading through menus is easy on the eyes. 4. Moto G5G Plus. The Motorola One 5G is a good all-rounder with a better chipset, battery life and screen quality than many other devices at its price point. It's also got a bigger screen than its siblings. The fact that it's also 5G compatible makes it an even more tempting offer, as it's the cheapest 5G phone at launch, although as with all Moto phones it has its fair share of annoying quirks. It's good, especially as a cheap 5G handset, but not game-changing. The Motorola One 5G has a Snapdragon 765G chipset, which is impressive for a budget handset, and it means the phone feels smooth and snappy in use, something the maximum 90Hz screen refresh ratio, another impressive feature at this price point, helps with. Talking of the screen, that refresh ratio is on a 1080x2520 display with a 21:9 aspect ratio. 3. Motorola One Zoom. Motorola One Zoom is a very good mid-range phone with a virtually flagship camera. While there's no denying it cuts corners to cost what it does, it isn't the best-looking phone around and its power is anything but top tier. The One Zoom will open you up to a world of beautiful images without breaking the bank. The phone also has a great screen and sensational battery life. All in all, a safe bet for anyone who loves taking pictures all day long. The Motorola One Zoom sports a solid mid-range design with a bit of heft and a host of flagship features. For starters, it has a glass back which has a OnePlus 7 Pro-esque matte finish and a brushed metal effect. In the upper middle of the back of the phone, you'll see the huge camera bump with 4 lenses and a light-up Motorola insignia. The Motorola One Zoom is a mid-range phone that has a flagship camera setup, and while it doesn't deliver top-tier power, it's a very compelling package. There's a big screen, a near-stock take on Android inside, and an under-display fingerprint scanner, not to mention those 4 cameras around the back. The Motorola One Zoom sports a solid mid-range design with a bit of heft and a host of flagship features. For starters, it has a glass back which has a OnePlus 7 Pro-esque matte finish and a brushed metal effect. In the upper middle of the back of the phone, you'll see the huge camera bump with 4 lenses and a light-up Motorola insignia. Flip it around and a big, bold 6.4-inch AMOLED screen, complete with an under-display fingerprint scanner, takes center stage. 2. Motorola Edge. The Motorola Edge is a cheaper, lower-end alternative to the Motorola Edge Plus, but while it's not quite as good as its sibling, it still has a whole lot going for it. That includes a big 4500 mAh battery, which in our review we found comfortably lasted a day even with quite heavy use. It also has a 6.7-inch 1080x2340 OLED screen with a 90Hz refresh rate, HDR10 support, and waterfall curves, leaving the handset with a sleek look and a comfortable feel in the hand. Motorola Edge has impressive battery life. 1. Motorola Edge Plus. The Motorola Edge Plus is the first phone Motorola's produced in years to compete with the leading flagship phones, and it's an impressive handset. With 3 rear cameras and a waterfall display, the Edge Plus is an impressive phone. It's only unfortunate that it's an exclusive phone to Verizon, which reduces its accessibility to those who, well, can only sign up to that US carrier. Motorola Edge Plus has the look and feel of a flagship phone. Gone are the flat glass backs of the Moto Z series with their Moto Mod connecting contact strip and the circular camera block. The Edge Plus takes its cues from the Motorola One series, from its sleek designs to its string of multiple rear cameras. The first thing to notice about the Edge Plus is its size. Perceived size, the phone is bare millimeters longer, and actually smaller in width, than the Moto Z4, but its curved edge display and smaller top and bottom bezels make its actual display real estate larger than that of its predecessors. The display wraps around the sides of the phone to a far greater degree than on other flagship handsets. While the waterfall design is typically associated with Samsung phones, the Edge Plus's screen actually extends further down the sides than on the Galaxy S20 handset.